Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing for Yuna's first solo mini album, Ice Cream. I have all of the versions that they have released so far. There is another version that they just announced yesterday, actually, or maybe the day before. There is going to be two versions of a special edition, but other than that, I do have everything. So I do have both Photobook versions. So I have the A version over here on the left and the B version on the right. And then we do also have the two POCA album versions. So the A version is this orange box right here, and then the blue box is the B version. Then for the last two versions they released, we do have the mini bag version, which is in the center right here, looking very, very pretty. And then the last version is the ice cream version in the bottom left. All of these albums look so pretty and so aesthetic. I am very excited to get into unboxing all of these, but I do have pre-order benefits as I did get all of these from Makestar. So Makestar was nice enough to send me some POBs. I have not looked at any of these except for this one photo card on top, obviously, because I can't really avoid it, but let me take all of these out of the plastic. All right, so these are all of the POBs that I got from Makestar, and it appears all of these are going to be duplicate sets. So there's going to be more than one photo card in here. I do have this holographic card on the very bottom, so I'm just going to sit that there for right now, and let's take out both of these photo cards. All right, so this is the set that I got. So we have Yuna doing a little bit of a flower pose, I guess, looking very, very cute. She's in a blue sweater, very, very nice. And then we flip it over and we have a pink back to this photo card. And then photo card number 2, she is in a different outfit and she's got kind of the silverish blonde wig going on there. She's doing a cheek heart, once again, looking very adorable and cute. She's in the white outfit. And then the back is exactly the same. So it seems like you get this set if you pre-ordered through Makestar and did their photo card events for the two photo books, because that's exactly what I did. I'm just going to get into these and confirm that these are indeed more duplicates, and they are. So these are two more duplicates. And last but not least, are these going to be duplicates? Yes, these are two more duplicates. So I got 3 different sets of those pre-order benefits. I did also get this holo card, which I did previously mention. So this is horizontal, and we have a very nice holo effect on there. It looks like she's in some sort of a field. Very, very gorgeous photo card. And then this is the back. I'm assuming this is maybe the photo card they gave you if you ordered a set, because I did a set of the Photobook version. So I got this photo card as well. And it also did come with a keychain. So let's take this out of the plastic. All right, so it looks like we actually got 2 different keychains and then a sticker with each of them. So this is the first keychain I got, looking super, super cute. That is such a cute keychain. Oh my gosh. Such adorable drawing of Yuna, of course. And then we flip it over to the back, and it is a different drawing, looking cute once again. Very, very cool. And then this is the sticker that I got in the first keychain package. So it says ice cream and banana berry vanilla a la mode. Very, very nice. And then let's get into this other keychain here. Let me see if I can take it out of the plastic. And we got the sticker right there. The sticker, I think, is just going to be the same. So it is the same sticker. And then we do have a different keychain, so we like that a lot. It is once again another drawing of Yuna, looking very, very cute. Such a cool idea to give these keychains as pre-order benefits. I'm not totally sure what, I guess, caused me to get these keychains. I'm not sure what I pre-ordered to get them, but I think they're very, very cute, and of course, very happy to receive those as pre-order benefits. So that is all I got for all of the pre-order goodies and stuff from Makestar. So I'm going to jump into this unboxing and start with the Photobook version. All right, so the first version, as I mentioned, we're going to get into the Photobook version, and so this is version A. Once again, JYP doesn't like to get super creative with how he titles the Photobook versions or different versions for an album, but we do have this very nice front cover here. We have Yuna holding a garden hose, and then we do have a sticker right here. This sticker actually did come on the outside plastic, but I just took it off of the plastic when I took the plastic off, and then I just stuck it right where it was on the album here, so it can stay there forever now. And then we flip it over to the back, and it looks like we do have some more, I guess, like gardening aesthetics here. And we do have the track list on the back, so we have 4 total tracks on this mini album. So we, of course, have Ice Cream, the title track, and then we have B-Boy, Blue Maze, and Hyper Dream. I do like all of these different songs, all for different reasons, though, because even though they have the same kind of, like, I don't know, like, note to them, like, they all kind of hit similar notes, I still like them all for kind of, like, different reasons. I'll explain it more, like, when I start flipping through the photo book, but that's kind of my initial thoughts on the track list. I have not taken the stuff out of this yet, so I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we are going to flip through this. Okay, so I took all the stuff out of here. It was actually very nicely put in an envelope for me, so it wasn't like scattered about everywhere, but this should be very easy to flip through because it is a kind of like a spiral notebook type deal. But we have a very nice Yuna photo on the first page here, and it looks like we're going to get the gardening theme for at least the beginning part of this photo book. So she looks so gorgeous in this outfit. But as we get started here, I guess I can talk a little bit about this mini album. So I really enjoy this mini album musically, but then also just like from an aesthetic point of view, because I do feel like this whole concept is very much like quintessential Yuna, just like, you know, bright and upbeat, and she's using a lot of like her high voice a lot, so I think that's falsetto, correct me if I'm wrong, if you are a vocalist or whatever, but she uses a lot of her high notes here in a lot of these songs. And the title track is a very good title track. I think definitely of the 4 songs on the mini album, I definitely think that's like the most title track friendly song, so I definitely understand why they went with Ice Cream for the title track, but it also leads me to what I think about just like the mini album in general, and I guess how I look at it, because I like all of the songs and they all kind of remind me of, I guess, different parts of the summer, or I guess let me explain a little bit. So as I mentioned, I think they all kind of hit the same note because they all sound so much like summer songs. Like I can just picture myself like driving in a car and blasting all of these songs like with the windows down, and it's like 85 degrees outside and just like not a care in the world, and I'm just singing along to all these songs, right? But I think they all hit like on a different part of the summer, if that makes sense. So for the first song, I guess the early part of the summer, the song that reminds me the most of like, I guess the beginning of the summer is probably B-Boy. I'm not quite sure why, and once again, like, when I explain all of this, I'm not really sure why I think this way. It's kind of just like what the song feels to me, if that makes sense. So B-Boy feels like a song like you listen to when the summer is like just starting. You're like anticipating like, okay, it's going to be a great summer, or you're wondering what's going to happen in the summer. Like B-Boy kind of just like sounds like that type of song to me, right? And then the next song after that, like in terms of like the chronological order that I'm imagining in my head. The next song after that would be Ice Cream, so the title track. So I think Ice Cream kind of like just harkens back to like the core idea and concept of the summer to me. I don't know, that's kind of just what I feel like. So like when summer is in full swing and like you're doing all the summer activities and it's super hot outside, and of course like you're eating ice cream or whatever if you're outside playing or whatnot if you're younger. It kind of reminds you of those days too. Like you can be older and it reminds you of, you know, being younger as a kid, and, you know, you have the ice cream truck come through the neighborhood or whatever. We do have some lyrics right here of all the songs kind of in the middle of this photo book here. And it does look like we are going to switch up the concept and outfit as well. So she's in this all white outfit and she's got the long black hair, looking so beautiful and gorgeous. Oh my goodness, she looks absolutely stunning in all of these photos. But going back to the track list, I think Ice Cream definitely is that type of song that you listen to like in the heart of summer. And then probably next in order for me is probably Hyper Dream. So Hyper Dream to me, first of all, it sounds so much like a Twice song. Like when I listened to the mini album for the first time, I wasn't like, I was paying attention, but it was one of those things where it's like I wasn't looking at my phone, right? I was kind of doing something else and just kind of listening to the album in the background. And when the chorus hit specifically for Hyperdream, I could have sworn that it was Nayeon singing the chorus. Like Yuna sounded so much like Nayeon, I feel like, when the chorus starts for Hyperdream. So I think it's a Twice song, but going back to what I was talking about, where it kind of like falls in summer, I think that's kind of the song you listen to as like the last big summer bash, right? So maybe it's like, Labor Day weekend or whatever, and you're kind of saying goodbye to the summer. So like maybe like the family all gets together or whatever, Labor Day weekend, and you all throw like a gigantic summer party or, backyard barbecue or what have you, right? And you kind of just, listen to that song. At least the song reminds me of times like that, where it's like summer is on its way out, fall is right around the corner. And that's the song you listen to kind of just like, be happy one last time, enjoy the summer, the last little bit that's left. That's kind of what I see in that song. And then, of course, the last song we have is Blue Maze, which I think if I had to choose, Blue Maze is probably my favorite song out of the four. I really, really liked it first listen, and it's one of those songs, I feel like this should not be a surprise if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, but I feel like it's one of those songs where I'm just putting it on the radio and I'm driving down the highway and it's like 75 degrees outside. I have my windows down. It's like, I don't know, I guess 6 or 7 o'clock at night, summertime, springtime, whatever. Like it's just comfortable outside and it's like very warming because the sun is setting or whatever. And I'm just like listening. That's the type of song I listen to when I'm trying to just like, I guess, reflect, or like I'm on a long drive and I'm just like thinking, like obviously I'm paying attention to the road, right? But I'm kind of just driving and like, thinking deeply, I guess, That's something I have the opportunity to do quite a lot because I do have to make long drives here and there just for certain things. But that's kind of one of the songs that I thought would fall at the end of summer. So like after summer is over and fall is about to begin, that's one of the songs you put on, and it kind of just reminds you of like all the happy times that you had during summer, and it kind of gets you to like think about reliving all those happy times in a way, right? So that's where I think Blue Maze falls chronologically in the summer timeline, I guess. I guess that's what I'll call this, the summer timeline. I didn't really have a name for this, but the summer timeline is what we can go with. So we are at the second to last page here in Photobook A. We do have the thanks to, so this is Yuna's thanks to, if you want to check it out. And then we do have all of the credits at the end here, and then we have this last page, which is exactly the same as the first page we saw, and then this is the CD at the back. So real quick look at the CD. Is this a real sticker? I think this is a real sticker on top of here. So I don't think that's like something that's, I guess, I don't know, printed on or painted on. I don't really know what to call this, but this feels like a real sticker that's on here. But we have the track list in the top left there. We have a couple beaded stars, I guess. And then we have the sticker right here that, of course, says Yuna Ice Cream, and the CD plate is completely clear. So not too much going on there, but that is the end of Photobook A. So now let's get into the inclusions. So this is the envelope that all of the inclusions come in for the A version. So it just says Yuna at the top here, and then it has all 4 of the tracks. And then we flip it over and we have like a sort of, I don't know, I guess stenciled drawing of maybe, I guess, a couple flowers here. It's probably flowers because it's kind of like a gardening theme for this first photo book for most of it. But I think I need to open it or take everything out this way so I don't see the photo cards. So let me do that. All right, so I got most things to the side, and I'm going to open up this mini poster here. This is actually a very small poster compared to what we're used to seeing, I guess, but she's holding the garden hose once again here in the garden, looking very, very cute. And then we flip it over and the back is just white. So that is the mini poster we got in this version. Up next, we have this little film card, I guess. I'm not really sure what they were calling it, but it's kind of like an ID too, because all of these are obviously like ID photos. It looks like they're all the same photo, except this one's a little bit bigger. And then we, of course, have her birthday down here and her signature. And then we flip it over and the back is, once again, just white. So that's our little ID or like film card. Moving on, it looks like we have a couple of paper keychains here. So they are in some plastic. I will take these out, I guess, one time. If they're the same in the next Photobook version, I won't worry about taking them out. But we do, of course, have the string that I guess you can tie to all of these. But we have a butterfly here. It looks like it says ice on it. And then we have a strawberry. So we have the CR from cream. And then we have the rest of the word cream. And this is a bunny. I think this is a bunny. So I guess if I wanted to spell it out, I could do the butterfly, the strawberry, and then the bunny, and then we see it spells out ice cream. So those are all of the little, I guess, keychains or paper keychains or what have you that you get in the A version. Up next, we have some stickers here. So we have 2 stickers of Yuna's, like, I guess, character drawing in the middle here, looking so, so cute. And then we have 2 stickers of the real Yuna on the far left and the far right. So some cute stickers that we can stick onto things. I do like the, I guess, like hollow outline to all of these stickers. That's super, super cool. You can definitely see it if I tilt them in the light right there. So, so cool. But we do get some stickers. And last but not least, we do have 2 photo cards to go through. So both of the backs to the photo cards are exactly the same. So it just says ice cream on the top, and it says ice cream in the middle. And so we're just gonna flip these one by one. And so the first photo card, and okay, so we get a non-selfie photo card here. So we have Yuna holding a ice cream cone, and she's doing a little bit of a pouty face, and she's got the long black hair, and she's in the white outfit. The ice cream looks like it is a soft serve as well, which I do like soft serve ice cream. It's really, really good. So that is the first photo card that we get. And then moving on to photo card number 2, and we get another non-selfie album photo card. That's kind of a surprise to me. I feel like we don't really see non-selfie photo cards too much in album, I guess, photo card polls. But we have another one of Yuna here. She's in a pink outfit this time. So I think this is kind of the like gardening style outfit or concept. And she's kind of doing like a heart, I think. Is that kind of like a heart pose on top of her head there? But then we have like a little rose right here on her top, and she looks so, so cute. And then once again, this is the back. Just for good measure, I will show that. But that is all I got for the A version photobook. Let's go ahead and move to the B version. Real quick, before we move on to the B version photobook, while I was putting everything away, I noticed that we actually do have some stuff on the backs of these, I guess, keychains or key rings or whatever we're calling these, bag tags. But we have, I guess, maybe like a Q and A type deal. So we have like a question here and then an answer. And this is the strawberry one. And then this is the butterfly one right here. So it looks like she did question and answer on the backs of all of these. So that's pretty cool. But now let's move on to the other photobook. Okay, so this is photobook number 2. This is the B version photobook. So we have the cartoon character Yuna on the front here. She's holding a double scoop cone of ice cream. And then we, of course, have ice cream, the title, in the bottom left-hand corner there. And then we flip it over and we have the real Yuna over here in the bottom right. And then in the bottom left here, we do have a very small list of the track list. So these same 4 songs that we saw before, but this is the back of the B version. And once again, I did not take the stuff out, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so the B version photobook, it looks like we kind of start off the same with the similar design, except we have a purple color now as opposed to yellow. And we get into this outfit here where Yuna has the white top and she has kind of, I guess, like purple pants. I think these are like cow print boots. I think perhaps those are cow print. And then she, of course, has the hat. So looking very stunning in this outfit. And I'm going to try to flip through this, I guess, a little bit quicker as the previous photo book because I am already looking at the time of this unboxing. And y'all, I do not want to have an hour-long unboxing for this. So I'm going to try to speed things up just a little bit. It seems I spent most of that first photo book just yapping away about what I thought about the track list, which I'm not saying I shouldn't do that. I'm just saying maybe, I should go quicker. But let me know what you guys think of the comeback and the, I guess, MV as a whole. Do you guys have a favorite part of the MV? Do you guys have a favorite track to the mini album? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I do think this mini album is very quintessential Yuna, and I definitely think the concept and the styling and just the overall aesthetic fits her personality so well. And I also thought it was really cool to see all of the itzy members, I guess, reach out to her in some way, shape, or form and support her during this solo comeback. So that was really awesome to see. I did see the behind the scenes clip of when Yuna was filming stuff for this comeback, and Yeji showed up on set unannounced. Yuna was not aware that that was going to happen, and she immediately broke down and started crying, which I thought was so sweet. And I definitely think it tells you how much of a family that itzy is as a group. So I think that was really cool to see, and I'm so excited for them to just continue to succeed, right? I think it was just announced or perhaps teased yesterday that they're supposed to have a comeback in May at some point. And so if that actually does come to fruition, I'm obviously very much looking forward to that. And they, of course, are going to be embarking on some world tour dates. They have not announced the North American dates yet, but if and when they do, I definitely want to try to go to at least one of those shows. I'm hoping they can come somewhere local again, because the last tour they did 2 years ago, they came to George Mason University, so I didn't have to travel very far for that concert. So if they come to that same venue again, I think that would be super cool. But it looks like we have changed concepts here. So Yuna is now in a different outfit. Ooh, I kind of like the polka dots on this page. That's very interesting. But she's kind of in a musketeer hat. That's kind of what that hat reminds me of. It's kind of like a musketeer, but she's in this sky blue and I guess kind of close to navy blue. Maybe it's a different, a darker purple color or something. But it's kind of a mixed color top, and then she's got the blue skirt, and she looks so beautiful and gorgeous. And she was holding a handgun there. That's crazy, and it's right here as well. That's kind of red velvet colors. That peach and the white, it kind of reminds me of Red Velvet's Light Stick in some way. But yeah, I am just so excited for the future of itzy, and I'm excited to eventually see, hopefully, a solo debut for Ryujin somewhere down the line. I feel like at some point last year, she kind of teased it, but I don't know if she was just saying that or if that was just fake news I saw on the internet, because the internet is obviously littered with that. But I hope that Ryujin at some point, since we've seen now 2 solo debuts from 2 members of itzy, I hope Ryujin can definitely solo debut, if she wants to do that, of course, at some point in the near future. And of course, she has a whole bunch of acting gigs now coming up, so she's doing that. And itzy members are just going to be so busy, it seems in 2026 and beyond. But we do have the thanks to, once again, for Yuna, and then we have the credits, and then this is the CD in the back here on the last page. And so we have a different CD. It is a blue CD, and it looks like we have a white outline of the cartoon character for Yuna, and then it says ice cream on the left there. So very nice CD. I definitely like this CD compared to the one for the A version. So that is the photo book for the B version. Let's open the inclusions. All right, so this is the envelope that all of the inclusions come in for the B version. So it looks like this one is going to be pink, and it has a little design here. It has some strawberries, and it says banana, berry, vanilla, and then we have an ice cream logo right there. So very nice design. I believe that's what we saw on the first page of this photo book. Yes, I think that's the same design right there. and then we flip it over to the back, and it is the same once again as well. So we're going to remove all of the inclusions now. All right, so first inclusion, of course, is going to be the mini poster, and so this is the mini poster that I got for the B version. So she is once again in this outfit with the hat and the long purple pants, and I guess like the cow print boots, I guess, and she's kind of sitting on a couple of cases there. And then we flip it over to the back, and it is once again just white like the other poster was. Up next, we have this little card here where it looks like you can cut out, or I guess punch out, a couple of these characters. I guess this is a character, and then this is kind of, it just says ice cream, but they do have words on the back of them. So I guess this is very similar to the tags that we got in the previous version, like the A version. But I guess you can punch these out yourself, and they aren't, I guess, tags because they don't have like holes in them to stick a string through, but you can punch them out and play with them, I guess, in a different way. But we do have this character drawing over here on the right, and then ice cream over here on the left, and then we flip it over, and then once again we have some Q&A things. So we have a question and answer right here, and a question and answer right here. So that is a very interesting inclusion for the B version as well. Then we have more stickers here, which I can't tell if they're focused all the way. I think if I hold them farther away, they'll be a little bit more focused. So once again, we do have two real photos of Yuna on the far left and far right, and then we have the two cartoon characters in the middle. And if I tilt it towards the light here, you can definitely see the hollow effects on the edges of those stickers. So a couple more stickers for us. The next inclusion we get is an ID card. So we have an ID photo of Yuna over here on the left. It says identification card along the top. And then we, of course, have all of her details. So her name, her birthday, and then I guess this is the day that the mini album released. And then we flip it over to the back, and we do have the signature for Yuna right here. It also has the, I guess, black strip scanner or whatever, where like you scan your credit card. And I think this is also her birthday once again down there in the bottom left. So that is the ID card you get for the B version. And of course, we have the two photo cards remaining. So once again, the backs are going to be the same, but we have this cool drawing of Yuna's character, and then it says ice cream in the bottom left there, but we're going to flip these one by one, and we get a very cute selfie photo card to start for the B version. So she's holding a lollipop. This kind of reminds me of Crazy in Love era, because I feel like, I don't think it was Yuna, it might have been Yeji. I feel like Yeji was holding a lollipop very similar to this for Crazy in Love era, so this is kind of what it reminds me of. But Yuna looks so gorgeous here. She has the blue gloves and the white top and the white hat, of course. So very pretty photo card that we get for the first photo card of this version. And of course, we have the second photo card. So we are going to flip and, oh, okay. So we get another non-selfie photo card for Yuna here. And so she's kind of, I guess, peeking her head over some sort of table, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a table or not, but she looks very cute. And she's in that musketeer outfit, I guess. I guess that's what I'll call it, a musketeer outfit. But she looks very pretty and stunning here. She's got some crazy nails as well. But this is our third non-selfie photo card for this era. So I guess she did a lot of non-selfie photo cards for the album photo cards, but that is all I got for the B version photo book. So now I think the next version I'm going to move into is the mini bag version. All right, so this is the mini bag version, and let's just take a look at the front cover and I guess just the overall design of this packaging, because I feel like this is S-tier packaging for an album. Like, can we just take a moment to like take all of this in? We have the front here, so we have Yuna's name up here in a heart in the top right, and then of course the front title here says ice cream, and we do have some writing on the bottom here, I want to be your ice cream, and then banana, berry, vanilla a la mode, as we've been seeing a lot in all of these, I guess, packaging for all of these albums so far. We do have some pins here, so we can see those on the front, and then we can also see, I'm not quite sure what this is. It could just be like a, I don't know, just like a paper that's like a front-facing paper to make it look like an ice cream cone. But we have the cone aesthetic here on the front. And then we flip it over to the back, and we once again have the cartoon character drawing of Yuna here, looking very, very cute. It kind of reminds me, honestly, this, like just the back, kind of reminds me of some New Jeans packaging, because I feel like there was an album that New Jeans did a couple years ago. Was it like the Powerpuff Girls that they did? Was it like an official collab, or was it like they kind of just did the cartoon characters in the, I guess, style of the Powerpuff Girls? I'm not really quite sure, but this kind of reminds me of that album packaging, because I feel like there was album packaging, or like the character design looked very, very similar to that. But that is the back of this album version. And then we do have the sides here. So this says Yuna and ice cream on the side. And then we flip this over to the other side, and it says ice cream at the top. And then it has the track list right here in the top as well. And then we have the top of the box and the bottom of the box. So a very nice box design for this mini bag version. But now I'm going to open this up, and we can actually see what the mini bag looks like. All right, so just as I thought, the, I guess, cone that we were seeing on the front of the album was kind of just a front-facing piece of paper, essentially, because this is just cardboard. So this was strictly for the aesthetic. This wasn't any sort of inclusion, but it is also holding the pins that it comes with. So I'm assuming these are pins that you can take off and then pin to the mini bag that you get. So this first pin that we get says time is like ice cream. That's kind of hard to read. That's kind of a crazy cursive. But then we have another pin here. It says I heart YN for Yuna, of course, and it says Yuna in the heart right there. And then we do have another character drawing over here on this last pin. So it looks like we have a bunny on the left, and then we have Yuna's character on the right here. But I'm going to leave these here for right now, since they're just like nice and secure on this, I guess, like cardboard cone. So I'm going to set those to the side, and then we can get into the mini bag. And then I guess we do have the CD here. So I was going to get into the mini bag, but I will show the CD very briefly. So we have the outside. It is a picture of an ice cream cone. Very, very nice. And then we're going to take the CD out. That is the wrong side. Here we go. This is the actual CD plate that we get. And so we have the track list in the middle right there. And then it says ice cream, and then the favorite saying on all of the packaging for all of these album versions, banana berry vanilla a la mode. And then we do see Yuna kind of written out in bubble letters here across the middle as well. So very cool and interesting CD plate, if I do say so myself. So we're also going to set that to the side. And now we're going to go ahead and get into this bag. Alrighty, so we of course have the mini bag here, and there was a whole bunch of things on the inside, which I have already taken out. There was like postcards and probably photo cards, of course, but just like a whole bunch of goodies. But I wanted to take them all out because I just wanted to showcase the mini bag. So this is what one side of the mini bag looks like. It's got a very like canvasy feel to it. So if you're familiar with like art canvas, obviously, I think it's basically just like a canvas bag. And so we do have a very pretty picture of Yuna's character, and she's holding a triple scoop here, it looks like, of some ice cream in an ice cream cone. And then we flip it over, and it's the same drawing, but it's kind of like a faded outline, I guess, or like blue color outline deal. But that is the other side, and so it does have this button in the middle that you can use to close it. And so then we do have the strap here. This is a very long strap. Oh my goodness. If I was to guess how long this strap is, this is probably like almost 2.5 feet, I want to say. This is a very long strap. Like if you hold this over your shoulder, this is absolutely going to go down to like your hip, maybe even past your hip. But this is what the inside of the bag looks like. Nothing too crazy, but it is a bit roomy in here. There's a lot of space where I'm assuming you can put like a whole bunch of like small knickknacks in there. But yeah, this is what the shoulder bag looks like. I think it's very, very cute, and obviously a very unique album version. I think it's so cool that Yuna got one of these unique album versions for her solo debut. So yeah, that is what the bag looks like. Now let's look at all of the inclusions. All right, so it looks like the mini bag version does come with a little photo book here. So we once again have Yuna's character drawing on the front cover, and then flip it over and the back just says Yuna and ice cream in cursive right there. So I'm going to flip through this photo book very briefly and quickly here. This might be like, I don't know, like a 20-page photo book, it seems like. It's not super long of a photo book, so there won't be too many photos in here, but this actually looks like a photo we've seen before in one of the previous Photobook versions. I don't think that's probably the case. I'm probably just like thinking of a photo that was very similar because JYP is not a company that usually like repeats their photos across multiple versions. That's definitely like very much an SM thing to do, but not JYP. But we are already at the end of the photo book here, and so we have the credits, and then, oh, we have a whole bunch of photos here arranged in a heart shape. Very, very nice on the last page, and so that is the photo book for the mini bag. Moving on, we have what I think is a mini poster, so we are going to open, and indeed, we do have a mini poster, so it looks like we have 4 different drawings of Yuna's character, but in 4 different outfits. So I'm guessing in all of the outfit concepts, this is a drawing of those characters in each of the outfits. And then I'm guessing, honestly, I don't know if this was the purpose of this inclusion, but like if you wanted to just like take some crayons and like color this, like color in all the characters, maybe color in this cursive right here, you could probably do that. Like, I'm just thinking like from a crafting perspective, I feel like, I don't know if that was like the purpose of this inclusion, but I definitely feel like you could like jazz this up a lot and just like color in all the characters however you want. And I think that would be really, really cool. So if you want to bust out the Crayolas, you can do that. So that is the poster that I got for the mini bag version. Up next, I do have one sticker. So this is once again a character drawing of Yuna's character, and she's holding a ice cream cone, and she's got the long hair and the googly eyes, essentially. And then if we hold it into the light, you can see a little bit of a holographic like glitter effect along the edges. So another cool sticker for us. Moving on, it looks like we have what they are calling a mini digicam photo set. So this is very, very small. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but I think these are going to be like IDs. Oh, I remember what these are. These are mini photo cards. Oh my gosh. I remember seeing these on Twitter, and I think I retweeted it or like quote tweeted or something, but I saw these on Twitter and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so incredibly cute. So these are like ID size, but they're mini photo cards. So this is so insane. So this is the first photo card that we get, and then that is the back of the photo card. And then this is the next photo card. So we have another non-selfie here. Very, very cute. And the back is just the same. And then we have another photo card. She's in a different outfit here. But these are just, oh my gosh, these are so, so cute. And I love that they included this as like an album inclusion, but man, if they start including mini photo cards in like more albums like down the road, not just for like itzy or Yuna, but like for other groups, oh my gosh, it's gonna be very hard to resist like trying to collect all of them. But also, like, I don't know, I might have to finally buy like ID sleeves on Meow Cafe because I'm gonna want to store these in my photo card binder. Like, I already kind of want to. Normally what I do for IDs is I'll store them in my large inclusions binder, just because I don't really have any sleeves, you know, for IDs. But because these are so, so cute, I think I want to include these in my actual like photo card binders. So I might have to make a purchase of ID sleeves from Meow Cafe and roll with those. But these are so, so cute. I'm so glad that JYP did this, and I'm so happy to have all of these like mini photo cards. And now, last but certainly not least, we have a real size photo card. So this is what the back looks like. It just says ice cream, and then it says time is like ice cream, and it says Yuna in the top left. but we are going to flip and we get a very pretty selfie of Yuna here. She's kind of doing a half heart, I guess, for someone else to complete. I'm trying to do it. My hand was not really in an advantageous position to complete the heart there, but I completed the heart now. So we have a heart PC of Yuna. She's once again in that musketeer outfit, looking very pretty and gorgeous. But yeah, that completes everything I got for the mini bag version for ice cream for Yuna. So let's go ahead and move on to the next version. All right, so up next we have the ice cream version, and this is kind of supposed to resemble an ice cream bar, but I think it's kind of funny because if I look at this front side, it kind of reminds me of like wet wipes. So like, do y'all have grandmothers? Because I know I have a grandmother that always carries around wet wipes like in their purse or whatever, and like anytime anything would happen, like a spill, or even if you're just sitting down like at a restaurant or whatever about to eat your dinner, she's like, you want a wet wipe? And she'll like bust out a package of wet wipes. This is kind of what the packaging is kind of remind me of that. So I think it's supposed to resemble an ice cream bar, but I'm kind of getting wet wipes from it. But this is the front of the packaging, and then we flip it over, and we of course have some nutrition facts. So let's read the nutrition facts. So it says 1 serving per container, and the serving size is 2 ounces, which I think is probably spot on. I think it probably, weighs about 2 ounces. And then calories is 129. I'm sure that's a reference to Yuna's birthday because it's December 9th, I believe. And then we have, I guess, all of the facts down here. So total love, get me shiny, get me crazy, get me dizzy, supersonic, vanilla a la mode, includes 129 grams, oh my God, of added sugars. Do not eat this if you're trying to cut back on sugar. There are a couple other things here, but the Kpop sticker is covering it. I already did try, as you can tell, to like peel it off just so I could like see like what was written here, but I can't. It started to rip and I was like, I don't want to touch it. So that Kpop sticker unfortunately is just like not in a great place, and we're not able to like read what's down here. But like I said, I don't want to move it because it seems like it's gonna rip, and I don't want like sticker stuff to be on the packaging. So we do have the track list on the bottom here. So the 4 tracks, and then we have this nice picture of Yuna, and then it looks like this is the price tag, which is of course her birthday, so $12.09, and then the top says ice cream Yuna. So to open this, unfortunately, as you can tell, we do have to, I guess, rip it along the top. However, because I like to try to preserve album packaging as best I can, I don't think I'm going to do that, mainly because I got not really a defect, but as you can see up top here, like my, I guess, packaging, it didn't seal right here at the top on this side. So like you can see into the album right here. So what I think I'm going to try to do is like wedge my finger in here and just kind of slowly but surely peel it so that I can mostly preserve this packaging. I don't know if it's going to work out like that for everybody else because, like I said, it looks like I got a little bit of a packaging defect, but I think it's going to work for me. So I'm going to take a break and try that, and hopefully I can preserve this. All right, so I did get it open, and unfortunately it didn't work out the best, especially on the corner where it was actually shut. So unfortunately, like the packaging here, it kind of did, I guess, rip a little bit, or it ripped away at like the blue color, but we mainly got in here like unscathed. So I'm gonna go ahead and now kind of slide everything out. Hopefully nothing is like revealing on top like photo cards or anything. All right, so for this version, it looks like we actually got a lot of stuff packed in there. So we do have some, I guess, postcards here. I guess I'll call these postcards. They're not really postcard size, but I mean, that's kind of the closest thing that I can think of to what these are. So I guess this is what replaces a photo book for this version. So instead of a photo book, you get all of these postcards. And I did want to show, it does have this like strap on the outside holding them all together. So we have the track list, and the text for the track list is in a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to slide that off real quick, and now we can start to go through all of these postcards. I wonder if the backs are going to be... Okay, so the backs are kind of like photo cards, as in they have writing on the back, not like another photo. So let's see if the backs are going to be all the same, because if they are... Ooh, the backs are not the same. Okay, so we have a different back here. This is kind of like a postcard back, and so we have another photo of Yuna here in the garden, and then we have another different back. So I guess all of these backs might be different. We have a vertical one here, very, very nice. I feel like I'm not unboxing this particular version very well, at least to start, but this is kind of like an awkward inclusion, I do admit. So we have another photo of Yuna with the garden hose, and then ooh, we have like a tracing game. Like, you remember like going to diners as a kid and they had all of those like kid games on like the paper placemats where you just like traced and you did like word search and stuff like that. So that's kind of what that reminds me of. Very whimsical and just like reminds me of being a child, I guess. But we have an up-close photo of Yuna right here. Very, very nice. And this is what the back says. So it looks like we have some lyrics here from Hyperdream. And then we got the next postcard. She is in the garden outfit once again. And this is what the back looks like. We have some blueberries over here on the right side. Now we have an outfit switch up. So she is back in the white hat here, and this is what the back says. We of course have some more lyrics, and then we have another photo of her in the same outfit, and this back just says ice cream. And then this is the next postcard. I feel like this is maybe, I don't know, this might be like 30 or so postcards. I feel like this is a lot, so you definitely get a good bit. And just thinking ahead to like my large inclusions binder, because I'll probably put all of these in my large inclusions binder. Like, this is probably going to take up a lot of space in my large inclusions. So I'm probably going to have to double side a lot of these. But we have some more photos of Yuna here, and Blue Maze, it says on the back of that one. And then we have this last one right here of her in that outfit. And then we have another outfit change. So she's back in the white dress here. We have a red star in the bottom right. And then, ooh, she's kind of outside that like facility that was in the music video. Very, very cool. And then that is the back of that one. And then we have a very similar shot in the same setting on the next postcard. Then we have just about 4 postcards left to get through. Ooh, that's a very interesting back to this one. Very pink and pretty. And then we have this postcard, and that's what the back looks like. And the second to last postcard, she's holding a ice cream cone once again. And this is the last postcard that we get. So you get a great deal of mini postcards in the ice cream version for Yuna. So very happy to have all of these. Let's check out the other inclusions. First inclusion, we have some receipts here, or what look to be like lyric sheets disguised as receipts. So we of course have Ice Cream and B-Boy and Blue Maze and Hyperdream. And then this is the, I guess, is this credits? Yeah, this is credits and stuff. So this is like the final receipt. You got the barcode down here, and the total is 12:09, and it's also 12:09 p.m. Man, what a coincidence. Oh man, all of these things lining up to Yuna's birthday. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, those are the lyric sheets for this version. The next inclusion, we have a very mini poster. So this is a square poster, and we have a glossy photo of Yuna here. She's in front of a pink background, and she's in that white dress once again, and she's got the long black hair, looking very, very aesthetic. I love just like the glow of like her hair right here, and of course like her appearance overall is just, she's glowing in this photo. So I think they probably like up the exposure a little bit here, definitely in editing, or perhaps when they shot the photo originally, but that is the mini poster that I got. Up next, we get another little bag tag, I think. So we have an ice cream cone here. It looks like it's a triple scoop, and it's Neapolitan style. So we have chocolate on the bottom, then vanilla, then strawberry. at the top here it says ice cream, get me dizzy, ah. And then we flip it to the back and we can see like the, I guess, string or whatever that allows you to like stick it on somewhere, tie it on somewhere, like a bag tag or whatever. And then we have some more, I guess, maybe credits or whatever on the back, or I don't really know. Obviously it's in Korean, so not quite sure off rip what all of that says, but that's what that says right there. And then the back, it has just a bunch of ice cream words, I guess, repeated here on the back in pink and white. So yeah, very nice bag tag. Up next, we have the mini CD, and this is so cute because the outer sleeve for the mini CD is in the style of a napkin, and a branded napkin, no less. So very cool idea. And then we take it out, and oh my gosh. This ice cream looks so good, y'all. Like, I want to have some of this ice cream right now. I don't know what flavor this is, but it looks so good. It's probably like, I don't know, blackberry or strawberry mixed with like vanilla. I don't know. I feel like this is like strawberries right here, but then like the purple color is giving black raspberry. So like I said, I'm not totally sure, but it looks so good. But I really like this CD plate, and I think this is is this the first time? I don't think this is the first time itzy or any of the itzy members have had a mini CD. I feel like they just recently, yes, for Tunnel Vision, they just had a mini CD for the photo projection version. I think that was the first time they did a mini CD. So very cool idea, and I love that the fact that like they put this like in a sleeve designed as a napkin. Very cool idea. So the design team like definitely popped off this era with all that stuff. The second to last thing we got going on in this version is a couple stickers. So we have a sticker with a letter from Yuna's name on it, so Y-U-N-A, and then we have a couple stickers with arrows going in different directions right there. So some just like, I guess, cute small stickers that you can stick somewhere. And the last thing we have in the ice cream version is, I presume, the photo cards. So we have this outer envelope here that they all come in, and it looks like we might have multiple. So yeah, let me take all of these out. Oh man, those are in there. Very good. So we got all of them out, and these are the backs to all of these. So we have two customer cards, and then we have, it looks like a card with a little message, but it's very like, I don't know, it's giving like Easter, like with the sky blue and the grass, which I think Easter is, correct me if I'm wrong, this Sunday. So what is that, April 5th? I think this Sunday is the 5th. But yeah, Easter is right around the corner. So this is definitely like very on brand for the time of year, of course. So yeah, let's go ahead and flip each of these cards one by one. So the first photo card, we have Yuna once again in a non-selfie photo card doing a salute, looking very pretty and stunning in that all-white outfit, and she's got the hat on. Very nice. The next customer card we are going to flip, and ooh, okay, so we get a selfie photo card. I think this is our third selfie photo card for this era. So she's got her hair tied up, she's got the all black hair, so she's not in a wig in this photo, I presume, unless she's got like extensions, but that's obviously not a wig, right? So but she's in the pink top once again, and she looks so stunning and beautiful. Very pretty. So another selfie photo card for our collection for this era. And then we of course have this photo card, which I presume also could be a selfie photo card. It is not a selfie photo card. So we have Yuna holding a wrench, I think that is. I was going to say ice cream scoop, but then I decided to look a little bit closer, and it does look like a wrench. So she's got the blue gloves on and the all-white outfit once again. So very similar, actually exactly the same as this outfit. So we get two photo cards of her in this outfit and another non-selfie photo card. So those are all of my pulls for the ice cream version. Overall, I really enjoy this version. The packaging, once again, if you can get by like having to rip the packaging to open it, I think this is like a 10 out of 10 in terms of just like album version, packaging, aesthetic. Like this is so cool. And yeah, like I said, I think the design team like really popped off with this. We do have two more. We have one like final version to go through, but two different versions of that version. So let's get into the POCA albums. Alrighty, so we have arrived at the last version of the video. We have two different versions here. So we have the A version on the left and the B version on the right. And I am going to try to get into these kind of quick because I am now over an hour on my recording. And so I don't want this to be too long of a video, but this is what the outside of the A version POCA album looks like. So we have some orange text there on the front, and then the back is also orange, but we have some white text with the track list, and we have a couple photos of Yuna, and then these are all of the sides. So I'm guessing these are going to be like any other POCA album version, so we'll probably have a couple concept cards that come in every single like copy. We'll probably have a QR card, and then we'll probably have like a special selfie card. So let me separate all of these. All right, so I separated all the cards that came in here. And so first up, we have this accordion style booklet. So we have a photo of Yuna on the front, and then flip it over to the back, and we do have some credits. But then we open it up, and we have some postcard style, I guess, credits or whatnot. Yeah, I guess they're all different postcards. Okay, so we have some photos here on this side. So we have 5 different photos, some just aesthetic photos and a couple photos of Yuna. And like I said, we already have the back here, which is basically just like postcard style. So I guess if you want to, you could like rip each one of these up and store them like in your photo card binder individually if you wanted to. Or if you're looking for like placeholders or whatever, like if you have empty spots and you just want like photo cards to match the aesthetic of the era, this can definitely like help that with like these 3 photos especially. So that is the accordion style, I guess, photo book that comes in the A version POCA album. Then we have instructions, which I'm not really going to spend too much time on. Up next, we have all of the photo cards that come in every single copy. So I'm guessing all of these will be concept photo cards. So we have a faraway shot of Yuna right there, and that is the back of that photo card. It looks like maybe they're going to spell out ice cream. So we have a up-close photo of Yuna right there. This is kind of like a medium distance photo. And these are all indeed concept photo cards, it seems. So none of these are going to be selfie photo cards, but she looks so stunning and gorgeous in this outfit. If you guys have a favorite outfit, because I think she did like 4 or 5 outfits for this era. If you guys have a favorite outfit for Yuna, definitely let me know in the comments below. And as I mentioned, we can spell out the word ice cream here. So if we put all the photo cards together, the ones that come in every single album, you get ice cream. So that works out very nicely. And so now we just have the QR card and the actual like special card. All right, so we got the QR card first up. And so as you can see in the middle there, it just says ice cream Yuna, and we have some copyrights there at the bottom. And I'm of course covering the QR code because I do not want to reveal that in the unboxing video, but we are going to flip over, and this is the actual photo you get on the other side. So we have another faraway shot of Yuna here, kind of like a concept card style, and she's in that silverish blonde wig once again in the all-white outfit, and she's got the very poofy jacket. So that is my QR card pull for this A version. Then moving on to the special photo card pull of the A version, this is what the back looks like. So we have a character drawing of Yuna, and she's holding a double scoop ice cream cone. It looks like perhaps vanilla, and then the blue and like the pink is kind of giving cotton candy. So maybe that's cotton candy flavor on the bottom there. But we are going to flip, and we have a very cute photo of Yuna in the same outfit as our QR card, and she's kind of doing like a, I don't know really what that like hand gesture is, but she's kind of doing some sort of like hand gesture right there over her eye. And she has very crazy nails here. You can see like ribbons all over her nails. And she has a ring right there. But she looks so stunning and gorgeous in this photo card. And once again, that is what the back looks like. So that is all we got for the A version POCA version. Let's do the B version. All right, so this is the B version for the POCA album. And as you can see, we have a different cover. So this is a blue color, and it's kind of an outline drawing of Yuna's character once again, and it says ice cream on the front. And then we flip it over and we have another character drawing. We can kind of see through the writing there. It's kind of a bunny, I guess. And we do have the track list on the back. And then these are all of the sides for the B version. Nothing too crazy or different from the previous version we just went into. But we are going to get in here and take out all the stuff and go through all of it. Up first, we have the accordion booklet once again. So it looks like this first picture here is of like that morgue setting, I guess, in the MV. I don't really know if it was like actually a morgue that they were trying to convey, but that's kind of the vibe that I got, which it's kind of like morbid if that's the case, because obviously like morgue and like this like, I don't know, lighthearted, nice sounding song like Ice Cream, they kind of like don't go together. But they're probably just like industrial freezers that I've never seen before. I don't know. But that is the first picture. We have the back, which is just some credits here. And so then I unravel everything, and these are the other pictures right here. So we have a picture of Yuna on the far left, and then we just have kind of like more aesthetic and like scenery, I guess, looking pictures right here. And then the back is also in a postcard style once again. So that is the little booklet for the B version. Once again, we have some instructions. Then moving on, we have all of the stock photo cards that come in every single copy. So we have the concept photo cards, and presumably the backs of all of these photo cards, if I line them up correctly, will once again spell out the title track, Ice Cream. I don't think I'm going to do it for this second album version for the POCA version, because you guys saw it for the A version, but it looks like they will indeed spell out the words ice cream. So we have some very pretty concept photos of Yuna right here. Some are vertical, some are horizontal, but very, very nice addition to the photo card binder. Up next, we have the QR card, and so this is very similar to the QR card we got in the A version, except all the writing is blue, but it just does say ice cream and Yuna in the middle once again with the copyrights, and then I'm, of course, hiding the QR code at the top, but we flip it over, and this is the actual picture we get on the other side, and so we have Yuna here kind of doing a pouty face, and she's in a black hair ponytail here. Very, very nice. And she's got kind of like a light blue top on, looking super, super gorgeous in this photo. But that is our QR card for the B version. And last but certainly not least, we have our last photo card pull of this entire video. So the back of this photo card, we have a bunny character drawing on the back, and the top left, it says Yuna in a heart, and the bottom right, it says ice cream right there. But we're going to flip it over, and we have a very pretty selfie photo card of Yuna in the same concept of the QR card that we just got. So she's in the ponytail hairstyle once again. I feel like she has to be wearing extensions here because her hair looks, I know she has like long hair, but I feel like it looks longer than normal in this photo. But she looks very beautiful and stunning, of course. She's in the blue top, or like light blue teal top once again. But that is all I got for the POCA album versions. That's all I got for this unboxing as a whole. So I'm going to do my best to get everything back into frame, and then I'm going to get out of here. Okay, so that is all I got for this unboxing of Yuna's debut solo album, Ice Cream. Once again, I am very happy with all of these album versions. I just feel like the aesthetic and the overall concept of this release for Yuna just fit her so well, and all of the album versions came out great. And even though I tried my best to make this not a long unboxing video, judging by my recording right now, it looks like it's going to be another long one. So I did my best, but I think I just yapped too much. So hope you guys enjoy the longer video. The order of my upcoming videos on the channel is very much up in the air right now. So I'm not totally sure what next week's video is going to be at this point, because I'm obviously still waiting on albums for Everglow, because I do want to do an Everglow unboxing at some point, but I'm still just waiting on the other version that I ordered so I can finally do that. And then Irene, of course, just released her comeback yesterday because today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. And so Irene, her albums will be shipped to me kind of soon, I'm assuming. So if those get to me like by next week, I'll maybe do an Irene unboxing, but I don't know if they're going to get to me in time. And if I don't have any unboxing to do, the next photo card video that is like next to do in line is my storing photo cards video. So you guys might have an unboxing next week. You might have a storing video next week. I don't really know right now, but I will have a little bit of a clearer picture probably towards the end of this week and early next week, obviously, because that's when I'll plan to film my next video. But yeah, definitely a whole bunch of things to look forward to on the channel. And yeah, just feel free to stick around and check out any of those videos in the future. But with all of that said, I think I'm going to wrap this video up and get out of here. So thank you guys so much for watching to this point in the video if you did. I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you watch this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.